requirements for a statutory marriage, what is popularly called court marriage. If you're planning to get married or you are already married, you already know about court marriage, or those of you who haven't done it, or you have people who are interested in doing it, you already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and share it so they can know more about the requirements for a statutory marriage. The first thing you need to know is that in a statutory marriage is usually conducted by the Ministry of Interior. Now, people always think that because it's a court marriage, it is done in court. No, the reason why most people mistake it for court marriage is because it is a statutory marriage. It's the marriage that is recognized by law, and the marriage recognized by law, it is one man, one wife. So if you are married in churches like a Baptist church or a Catholic church, usually those are licensed places of worship, so usually they usually have the document. But if not, you have to, some churches require that you have to go to court and do the necessary section. Now on this video, I'm just going to be sharing with you the requirements, so we're not going to really go into much detail. Now, the body that is responsible for conducting marriages is the government body, and is the Ministry of Interior. Now, their work is to carry out statutory marriages. Now, in that statutory marriage, what we call court marriage, there are two types of marriages that is recognized under the law. That is special marriage, and then there's ordinary marriage. Now, ordinary marriage, this is a marriage between a Nigerian and a Nigerian. Special marriage is a marriage between a Nigerian and a non-Nigerian. If you want to marry somebody who is a foreigner or who has a citizenship with another country, you are going to go under the special marriage. Now, the requirements for special marriage, and you know that before it was done manually, but now it's done online. You have to go to the Ministry of Interior, their website. I'm going to put their website in description box, so you can check all the requirements and all these things I'm talking about. You also see them in their website. You're also going to see who you cannot marry. I'm going to do that in another video as well, the kind of people you cannot marry, and then you are also going to see how you can put your application or put your notice for intention to marry. Here are the list of documents or requirements for, we're going to be starting with special marriage. Now, for the husband, these are the list of documents you need. You need birth certificate or declaration of age, passport photograph, indigent letter, letter of origin. This one is for Nigerians only, so you don't need this. Affidavit of bachelorhood from a court of law. You also need affidavit of marriage if you've already been married previously. Evidence of divorce. You need to show that you've divorced, a certificate of divorce. You also need death certificate if you were married before and your spouse died. So you need this death certificate of your late spouse. Then evidence of annulment from court. You know that annulment is different from a divorce certificate. Then sworn affidavit if you are a single parent with a child. And then you also need a data page of your international passport if you live abroad. That's if the person lives abroad, or data page of the arrival of the person that is also coming to marry. Now, if the person has a resident permit, you also need that resident permit. Remember that the person is a foreigner or the person lives abroad. Now, for the wife, these are the list of documents you need. You need birth certificate or declaration of age, passport photograph, indigent letter if the person is a Nigerian. If the person is not a Nigerian, you don't need that. You just need to show that you're actually a citizen of that country where you're coming from. You also need a certificate of spinsterhood. You need affidavit of marriage if you've previously been married, evidence of divorce if you've been divorced, death certificate of a spouse. It's just a similar documents with the one that I already mentioned before. So I'm going to leave it so you can see it. And then for the oath taking, you have to come back to the registry to take the oath of marriage, and you are required to provide at least one witness. It can be more, but you need to provide at least one person must witness you doing a court marriage. You are also expected to bring two rings, one for male and one for female. Now, if you're a Christian, you are expected to bring your Bible. If you're a Muslim, you have to bring the Quran. They also put what you're supposed to wear. You're allowed to wear wedding dresses or suits, something that is very decent. It doesn't have to be provocative. Then you can wear native attire, because Nigeria, that's also a cultural wear. You can also wear corporate as well, whatever you choose. And please note that short sleeves is not allowed, shorts or jeans are not allowed. And then you cannot be late, because if you're late, you're going to miss it. So if it's ordinary marriage, you're also going to bring similar documents as the one before. The only difference is you don't have to bring no international passports. It's just birth certificate, declaration of age, passport certificate, sworn affidavit of bachelorhood if you are the man, sworn affidavit of spinsterhood for the female, death certificate of previous marriage, and evidence of, if you are a single parent, you need to bring sworn affidavit of a single parent or with a child. The wife is also similar documents, and you have to come to the registry to also take the oath. And remember, you're also supposed to come with a decent attire as well. And that is all for the requirements for it. So if you want to do a court marriage, just know that these are all the documents you need to bring. Now, in my next video, I'm going to also be telling you the kind of people you cannot marry. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section and I'll go ahead and answer those questions. And don't forget to subscribe and put on your notification bell so each time I post a video, you get notified. Thank you guys for watching.